What if I told you a grandmother once led an army into battle? A queen who, when the men hesitated, stood up and said, "If you won't fight, I will." This is the story of Yaa Asantewaa, the woman who led the Ashanti army against British colonizers when they tried to get the Golden Stool, a sacred symbol of the Ashanti kingdom. Before we dive into the war, let's find out who she was. Yaa Asantewaa was born around 1840 in the Ashanti Kingdom, which we know today as present-day Ghana. She came from a royal family, and it's said that from an early age she always had a strong duty towards her people. When her brother became chief of Ajisu, she was named Queen Mother, a title that gave her influence and respect. This position was more than ceremonial. It meant that she was a key advisor to the king and a powerful voice in the Ashanti kingdom. During this time, the British Empire started taking more land and increased their control over the Ashanti kingdom. In 1896, they captured the Ashanti king and sent him to exile. Things reached a breaking point when Governor Frederick Hodgson demanded that the Ashanti hand over the Golden Stool. This stool was not just a throne, it was a symbol of unity, culture, and the power of their ancestors. No one, not even the king, sat on it. Governor Hodgson's demand shocked the Ashanti chiefs. Some were hesitant to fight back because their king was already in exile. That's when Yaa Asantewaa stepped in. At a meeting with the chiefs, she famously said, "If you, the men, will not fight back, then we will. We, the women, will fight." Her words ignited a spirit of resistance. Yaa Asantewaa was chosen to lead the Ashanti forces in what would later be known as the War of the Golden Stool. Several months later, Yaa Asantewaa and her warriors fought bravely. They used guerrilla tactics, launching surprise attacks on British soldiers and defending their land with everything that they had. But the British had more soldiers, more firepower, and better weapons. By 1900, the British had captured Yaa Asantewaa and other leaders. The Ashanti lost the war, and Yaa Asantewaa was exiled in the Seychelles, where she died in 1921. Although she lost the war, her courage lives on. She showed the world that a queen could lead with strength even in her old age. Today, she stands as a symbol of pride and resistance in Ghana.